Do you see that? I mean, isn't that so beautiful? Hello Daydreamers, welcome back to my channel. I am Catalina from daydreamingtoreality.com, and today I'm gonna teach you how to make beautiful, super beautiful Christmas ornaments. Today I'm gonna teach you two different techniques. The first one is by painting inside them, and the second one is by doing glitter ornaments. And you can make them with either chunky or fine glitter. We're gonna be doing both of them. After I show you how to make each ornament, we are going to decorate them with vinyl. Before I show you the step-by-step process, make sure to check out the article that I wrote about making Christmas ornaments. I have the step-by-step with all of the materials needed. And if you are a reader person, you could really benefit from it. I go into a lot of detail with all of my articles. I also give you tips and other techniques that can help you with this project. And the best of all, I have free SVG files and free sources that will help you to decorate your Christmas projects this year. Let's get started with painting inside Christmas ornaments. The materials that we're going to need is acrylic paint. Let me show you. You can use any type of acrylic paint. I really like this brand, Deco Art. I love their colors, and you can use any of the colors they have. Today we are going to be painting inside 3 ornaments, and I want to use this pink one, this blue one, and also this gold one. We are going also to be using these ornaments. You can use plastic ones, but you can also use glass. I recommend the ones that are, like a single ball. I saw online that some of them that were split. You don't want those. You want something where you can pour the paint very easily. So these are the type of ornaments I like. I got plastic because I just were the ones available. I am going to be using some paper plates because I like to drain on an area that is not going to get all my surface dirty. There are also some paper towels here, and I like them to get full coverage on my ornament. You're gonna see how that works in a little bit. Last but not least, we have a funnel, and funnels are very handy if your container has, doesn't have like a small mouth where you can just pour it right inside the ornament. If you have a can of paint, a funnel is very important, so make sure you have one on hand. And to return paint to the container in case you have a lot of extra paint. I don't use it because I work with these little bottles, and then I'm going to show you how I drain my ornaments very easily without worrying about the extra paint. Now let's get started. First, I have my ornament. I'm going to remove the little cover very easily. I'm going to remove the cover of all of them. And these are the paints I'm going to be using. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not gonna do the pink one. I'm gonna be doing this one. And with Christmas ornaments, you can take 2 approaches. First, you can use just a tiny little amount of paint, or you can use a lot of paint and then return to the container. I preferred using a lot of paint and then returning back to the container. And this is how I do it. I open my paint, put a good amount of paint inside my ornament. Let me see here, a lot. I just don't like fighting with my projects. And then I start swirling the ornament. It's really pretty. Like that. And then there's gonna be a moment where the paint is just gonna get stuck, and that's when I use a little bit of paper towel. And with the paper towel, I cover the ornament and then I kind of like, I don't shake it like very hard because it can create bubbles in the paint and you don't want that. But you know, like a little help like this, some taps, kind of like to get the paint running. Don't shake it very abruptly. I'm gonna set this aside, the paper, and now you see that my whole ornament is covered in paint. Now there is a bunch of paint inside of here and I don't want to waste it at all. So what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna be opening my paint bottle and then I can either use a funnel to place the ornament on top. I'm gonna be inserting a photo here that shows you how to do that, or I can put the ornament on top of it and then let it drain for a good amount of time. If you don't have these small bottles, then you have to use a funnel to return the extra paint, or you have to use very, very little paint and then it swirl for a lot of time so all your ornament gets covered. So I'm gonna use a paper plate. I have a couple here. And then I'm gonna place my ornament here. Let me show you how to do it. And then I'm going to put this on top like this. And it works perfect. Make sure that your surface is steady so your ornament doesn't fall. Now I'm gonna speed this up real quick and I'm gonna paint these other two ornaments. My ornaments have been drying for about 20 minutes now, or 30. I just wanted to take my time. Let me show you. Here it is. Doesn't it look so pretty? And it's completely coated. And something that I like to do as well is to set it up and let it finish draining for a little bit longer here. Like this. Pretty much all the extra paint returned to the container, but there is still some extra paint that if you're patient to let them dry a little bit longer, your drying time will be less because these ornaments take forever to dry. So I'm gonna let them dry for about 10 minutes and then I'm gonna tell you how to set them so you can let them dry. My ornaments have been draining a little bit extra for about 10 to 20 more minutes. Let's see how much painting there is left. Let's see. There you go. That's not a lot, but it is still a little good amount. And then I'm going to place it like here. I'll show you. I recommend you have a little surfaces where they're not completely laying flat, but they're kind of like, you know, like hanging in there like this. You don't want them to completely lay flat because the paint is still fresh and you don't want everything to go to a single spot. You can also wanna rotate them little, you know, like here and there. And these ornaments take forever to dry. I'm telling you, they take 2 or 3 days. Don't put your fingers inside because the paint is fresh and it takes forever. I'm telling you, I ruined a couple of them, of my ornaments, trying to see if they were dried. So you kind of have to be very careful when you check. I have the same ornaments here, the same colors. And then we are going to, you're gonna see how to add the vinyl either way. So I'm going to let these babies dry for 2 or 3 days. I know it takes forever. Do you have tips for letting them dry? Pastor, let me know in the comments. The key for making these glitter Christmas ornaments is this material. It's called polyacrylic protective finish. This polyacrylic, I hope I'm pronouncing it well, by the way, is very runny. So it's very easy to coat your ornament, like extremely easy. You want to get the crystal clear finish. We are also going to be using paper plates, and the funnels here are very necessary. Okay, I'm going to be making 4 ornaments, and with different types of glitter, chunky, fine, everything. Let's see. First, I'm going to open the container. I have some scissors here. I'm gonna open it here. There you go. And I also like to put this in a paper plate to protect my surfaces. And I'm gonna put the cover over here. I'm also gonna be using some paper towels like we did with the paint. You remove the top of your ornament, and then with a funnel, you use about a tablespoon. And then I have it over here. And then I'm gonna put my funnel down. And then with some paper towels, I'm going to cover the mouth of the ornament, and then I'm going to swirl it. And now what I'm going to do is there is still some excess here, and then I'm going to return it. There's a lot that comes out. And I'm going to use another paper plate to drain the rest of the ornament. Okay, like this. Now I'm going to speed up this process and finish these other 3 ornaments. I just finished coating the ornaments with the polyacrylic mixture, so I'm just going to close this and set it aside, and I'm going to let each one of the ornaments drain for about 3 to 5 minutes. We don't want to have any extra excess of this mixture inside of ornaments. My ornaments have been draining for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now we're going to add glitter. Now glitter is very messy, so I'm always very careful the way I use glitter. I really recommend you use funnels and rinse them out and let them dry for a little bit before you change. When you're changing glitter, I am using the same funnel that I used for the polyacrylic, and I had to rinse it off. Don't use it all dirty, right? I hope that's common sense. Okay, let's do it. Now I'm gonna use another paper plate, and I'm gonna grab one of the ornaments. You can leave the other ones drying, and there's gonna be a little mess in the plate, and then you can kind of like tap here so everything comes out nice. And with a paper towel here, you can also kind of like clean up the mouth of the ornament if there is some residue there. I'm going to set this over here, and let's see what glitter we're gonna use. This is the fun part. Let's do this really pretty one. It's kind of like it has sort of chunky, and also, I don't know, it's really pretty. Okay, let's do it. The glitter here really sticks like magic. It's just unbelievable. Let me open the glitter first. And again, I like adding a good amount of glitter. And then returning what I don't use to the container. This glitter is a little chunky, so I had to go like, I'm gonna have to use another funnel, a bigger one with this. It is so pretty, oh my gosh. Okay, everything is down. Now let me show you well here. Do you see that? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Let me get some more paper towel. And now let's cover that. Do you see how it gets stuck to the thing? It's like magic. and it is so beautiful. Now I'm going to return the glitter back to the container because we don't want to waste glitter, right? So I have it here. I used a bigger funnel. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. This is so beautiful. Now I'm gonna place it here, and then I'm gonna, there you go. We have that one, and I'm just going to let them sort of dry a little bit extra. I'm gonna leave the ornament on kind of like another paper plate. And now let's make another one. This glitter didn't leave a lot of marks, so I'm just going to go like this and tap the excess, and I'm not gonna rinse it off. Oh, I'm living my life dangerously. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Okay, this one, honestly, I didn't like it that much. It's okay, but I'm not really impressed. Not my favorite. Let's put it here. Now let's do our last one. I'm gonna be using a mixture of this chunky one, and I'm going to be using let's see which one looks good. I think this too will look pretty. Do you guys think it's gonna look pretty? I hope so. My goal with this one is not to cover it completely, just some areas. And now I'm going to add the other one. Do you see that? I mean, isn't that so beautiful? I wish I had a little bit more extra glitter at the top, the chunky one, but look at the bottom. It's like such a beautiful mixture. Okay, I'm gonna clear this up, and then we're gonna decorate our ornaments with some vinyl. I have some vinyl here that I already cut with my Cricut machine. If you don't know what a Cricut machine is a machine that cuts different materials like paper and vinyl that is some sort of like a sticker paper that you can adhere to your favorite surfaces, in this case ornaments. On my article I show you a step-by-step of how to cut the vinyl, but on the video I really wanted to keep it just focused on the ornaments. So make sure you check it out if you have a Cricut and you want to learn how to cut it. And if you don't have a Cricut and you want to decorate your Christmas ornaments the way I'm about to teach you, there's tons of stores on Etsy or even on Amazon that sell these decals, or kind of like the stickers that you can transfer to your ornaments. And I'm gonna leave those in the link in the description down below, so you don't feel like you're missing out or that you always need a Cricut to make something fun. That's not true, okay? I'm going to teach you how to transfer these in our ornaments. It is very tricky because ornaments are curved surfaces, and I really believe that transferring vinyl to curved surfaces should be an Olympic sport. Okay, not really, but come on, it's just really hard. But I'm gonna give you all the tips and explain you how I do it, and hopefully that will help you to have a good experience. Okay, so first let's start with our glitter ornaments. Okay, so now we have our glitter ornaments, and we have our paint, the ornaments that we paint inside. And here's the vinyl that I just weeded as well. Here's the transfer tape. I use the premium vinyl from Cricut, the frosted one. It's kind of like a glitter one because I love glitter still. And for that type of vinyl, I need a strong grip tape. When you're working with curved surfaces, it's very important to have everything aligned, because there is nothing more frustrating than transferring your vinyl to your ornament and that everything looks ugly. Then you have to remove it and start all over again. I'm going to show you an example of this. Do you see how misaligned this is? I mean, it's not aligned completely. On my blog post, I kind of took shots like this, so it still looked pretty. But trust me, it looks ugly in person. It really does. And I don't want this to happen to you. So I learned that, you know, with trial and error, that you can kind of like mark with a eraser marker the center of the ornament. Okay, so let's start with this ornament. And I'm going to find the center of it, and then I'm going to add a little mark. Okay, so do you see that cross? This looks like the center to me for the ornament where I want to place it. And now for the vinyl, we're gonna do the same thing. I am going to add this one, Merry and Bright. And I'm going to use the strong tape here. And we want to work with the lines of the transfer tape. It will make your life easier too. Try that the lines are kind of like matching. I mean, that they're straight with your design. I don't know how to explain this. I'll show you in a second. So let me do this very well here. You just want everything very aligned. Those marks are there for a reason. Now I'm gonna use my scraper to make sure that everything attaches to the transfer tape, okay? And the important part here too is to add a mark in the center with an eraser marker. You're gonna draw on the transfer tape, okay? Not the vinyl. Very important. Okay, this looks good. Let me show you. So there is a mark in the center of the ornament and a mark in the center of my design on the transfer tape. Very important. Okay, now I'm going to remove it. Something that really helps too is to add a little cut lines like this. So when you are transferring, you can manage the design better. There you go, I got it out now. Now here's the ornament and there is the middle. Okay, what I'm going to do is to align the center here, the center of the ornament with the center of my vinyl. But also I have to keep in consideration the lines of the transfer tape so everything is aligned. Very important. So I have to face this on my side so I can see better, but I'll show you. So initially you just want to do like a tap on the middle, okay? Like this. You see? And then you have to make sure too that everything is kind of like straight, the lines in, you know, with the ornament. And then little by little you're gonna start pressing on the other side of the ornament like this. Don't do everything right away. And then you can do first one side here. Like this. And then as you go, when you start transferring it with your fingers, and then you lift up that little part so we can release the pressure of this like that. And then I just continue doing it like this. And then I'm going to do this part. Everything just from a tap in the center. You're gonna go from there. And then you start releasing the pressure. Like for instance, with this Y, I'm gonna make sure every stuff sticking there, and then I'm going to start moving now to the back. I'm gonna press on the star and the and then kind of like get it up. And now I'm gonna move to the B like this. And it's so hard to explain this in paper, so hard. I mean, while I'm writing an article, you have no idea. So I'm glad I have a YouTube channel now. And then I'm going to remove now, like this. And then now we have everything transferred smoothly. And this will take practice. I had to ruin like 5 ornaments before I got it right. But fair enough, I didn't have anyone explaining me, so you might get it right from the first time. And now, since it's an eraser marker, I can just grab a little paper towel over here and kind of like wipe clean where the mark was. Do you see that? It's nice and centered and it looks beautiful. Don't you think? Now, I'm gonna do the same thing with the other ornaments, and then I'll show you when they're all done. Okay guys, I think I'm going to do just this one. I have somewhere else to go to, but I think you get the point of how to make them, right? Let's just clean this up and then let me show you one last trick and then we'll close up this video. Aren't those Christmas ornaments so pretty? I mean, come on, how cute is that? I already closed it. Now look at this beauty. Isn't that just so cute? They're all so pretty. Those glitter ones are my favorites. Like, look at the blue one. The light may not let you see the reflection. This one we did it. Remember that we traded for the ornaments I've already made because the other ones are drying right now. And look at this one. I made this one with the white glitter, which I'm not impressed, by the way. To hang your ornaments, you can just use like the little hooks that they sell, the metal ones, but I don't have any. But I do have some cord, so you can use that to hang them. Let's hang them. Can you see it? Isn't that so cute? Something that you can also do is to make some bows. And this would be like the ornament of your ornament. How cool is that? Let's put it in here. I'm gonna leave a link of the video that I learned how to make those bows, and they're so cute. Now look at that. Isn't that so cute? I made a couple ones, this one and also like this little one over here. I also used a little bit of cord, or you can glue them with some silicone. I just used a little cord. This is my Christmas tree, by the way. I live in a tiny apartment with a toddler that if I had a regular tree, it just wouldn't work. What do you think? Do you like these Christmas ornaments? Are you going to make them? I really hope you do. Again, for the files, make sure to go to my website. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss my new upcoming videos. I think that's it for today. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.